You know what's wild? Sometimes the most interesting companies are the ones you've never heard of. And Ondas Holdings, or should I say Ondas Inc., since they just announced a rebrand, is exactly that kind of company. They're building autonomous drone systems for defense and security applications, and the numbers they've been putting up lately are genuinely impressive. But before I dive into any of this isn't financial advice. Everything here is based on my own research and opinions. So please do your own due diligence. Now, what caught my attention about Ondas is the velocity of news coming out of this company over the past few weeks. We're talking about $10 million in new purchase orders announced on New Year's Eve, a massive border protection contract with thousands of drones where the initial purchase order is expected this month, Iron Drone radar systems being deployed at major European airports, and a rebrand with headquarters relocation to Florida. That's a lot happening for a company most retail investors have probably never looked at. So let's break down what's actually going on here and whether the momentum is sustainable heading into 2026. Let me start with the Q3 2025 results because they really set the stage for everything else. Ondas reported revenue of $10.1 million in Q3, which represents 582% growth year over year, 582%. That's not a typo. And their backlog more than doubled to $23.3 million. Now, when you see numbers like that, your first instinct might be, okay, but they're coming off a tiny base, so percentage growth is easy. And that's partially true. This is still a small company in absolute terms. But what matters is the trajectory and the nature of the contracts they're winning. CEO Eric Brock called 2025 a defining year for the company, and looking at the order flow, it's hard to argue with that characterization. They've gone from being a development stage company with promising technology to actually shipping products and generating meaningful revenue. The backlog provides visibility into future quarters and the types of customers they're serving: government security agencies, defense organizations, critical infrastructure operators. These are sticky customers with long-term needs. Once you're deployed at a major airport or along a national border, you're not getting ripped out easily. That recurring revenue potential is something I think the market might be underappreciating. The border protection contract is the one that really has my attention, and it's worth explaining in detail because the scale is significant. Back on December 3rd, Ondas announced they won a strategic government tender to develop and deploy an autonomous border protection system using thousands of drones. Not dozens, not hundreds, thousands. And here's the key part. Ondas is the prime contractor, which means they're not just a subcomponent supplier buried in someone else's project. They're running the show, which means better margins and a direct relationship with the end customer. The initial purchase order for this program is expected in January 2026, so literally this month. If that order comes through as expected, it could be a major catalyst for the stock. But I want to be careful here because government contracts are notorious for delays, bureaucratic processes, budget approvals, political considerations. Any number of things can push timelines to the right. So while January is the current expectation, I wouldn't be shocked if it slips into February or March. The important thing is that the contract was awarded and the program is moving forward. The multi-year nature of this project means it's not just a one-time revenue bump, but a sustained source of business that will require ongoing production, maintenance, and upgrades. The Iron Drone Raider is their counter-UAS product, and it's been racking up wins in Europe. In November, they secured an $8.2 million order from a European security agency for deployment at a major airport. Then in December, they got another $8.2 million order for a different major European airport. That's $16.4 million just from these two deals, and it validates that the technology actually works in demanding real-world environments. Counter-UAS, meaning systems designed to detect and neutralize unauthorized drones, is a rapidly growing market because drone threats are becoming increasingly common. Airports, government buildings, military bases, critical infrastructure, they all need solutions for this problem. And what's clever about Iron Drone Raider is that it uses drones to catch drones, which means you're not firing missiles or jamming signals that could interfere with legitimate operations. The fact that European security agencies are buying this stuff repeatedly suggests Ondas has a genuinely competitive product. Now let's talk about the rebrand and the headquarters move, because I think there's more to this than just changing a name. Ondas Holdings is becoming Ondas Inc., and they're moving their corporate headquarters to West Palm Beach, Florida. On the surface, this might seem like administrative stuff that doesn't affect the business, but I read it as a signal of maturity and growth. When you're a scrappy startup, you don't really care about your corporate structure or where your headquarters is located. When you're trying to become a serious defense contractor with major government relationships, these things start to matter more. Florida has become something of a tech and defense hub with favorable tax treatment and a growing talent pool. The name change from Holdings to Inc. is subtle, but suggests a shift from a holding company structure to a more unified operating company identity. CEO Eric Brock specifically mentioned that this reflects Ondas's evolution into a fully integrated platform serving defense, security, and industrial sectors. Whether the market cares about any of this is debatable, but I think it signals that management is thinking about the company's long-term positioning and not just quarter-to-quarter survival. Here's where I need to pump the brakes a little and talk about risks, because there are real ones here that shouldn't be ignored. First, the stock has already had a massive run, up 260% in 2025. A lot of good news is already priced in, which means the bar for positive surprises is higher. If that January purchase order for the border protection system gets delayed, or if it comes in smaller than expected, the reaction could be ugly. Second, Ondas is still not profitable and is burning cash. That's normal for a company in this growth phase, but it means potential dilution down the road if they need to raise capital. Third, there's significant execution risk here. Going from building prototypes to manufacturing thousands of drones for a border protection system is a massive operational challenge. Supply chain issues, quality control, delivery timelines, lots of things, can go wrong when you scale that aggressively. And fourth, the dependence on government contracts means long sales cycles and sometimes unpredictable timing. Governments don't operate on corporate quarterly schedules, and budget processes can introduce delays that are completely outside Ondas's control. None of these are reasons to dismiss the company, but they're reasons to size positions appropriately and not get too carried away with the hype. So, what am I watching for in 2026? The January purchase order for the border protection system is the immediate catalyst. If it comes through this month as expected, that's validation that the program is on track. The Q4 2025 earnings will give us more visibility into how the revenue is trending and whether they're managing costs effectively as they scale. The continued deployment of Iron Drone Raider in Europe will show whether they can build on their early wins or if competition starts to eat into their position. And the name change and headquarters move should complete in the first quarter, which is mostly symbolic but worth noting. Look, Ondas is definitely a higher risk, higher reward type of situation. The revenue growth is explosive, the contracts are impressive, and the market opportunity in defense drones and counter-UAS is real. But the stock has already moved a lot. Execution risks are significant, and profitability is still in the future. None of this is financial advice, just my perspective based on publicly available information. Let me know in the comments what stock you want me to analyze next.